10 dirt cheap Alberta farmhouses sitting on massive pieces of land sounds unreal, right? But these listings actually exist, and today we're going through every single one of them. From small starter homes to properties with serious acreage. These are the kinds of deals most people don't even know are out there. So don't miss out on these. We're starting just outside of Bonnyville, where this 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom farmhouse sits on 5 acres. Priced at $155,000. With over 1,500 square feet, this is a full-size home with a practical layout, including a large living area, connected kitchen, and well-sized bedrooms suitable for a family. The home also includes a spacious utility room, mudroom, oversized main bathroom, and an in-suite, giving it more functionality than most properties in this range. Outside, there's a newer deck and plenty of open land for parking, equipment, or future use. With 5 acres this close to town, you're getting both space and convenience, something that's not easy to find at this price point. This property is being sold as is, but it offers a solid starting point for acreage living in Alberta. But isn't it a little cheap for a place as big as this? Moving on to something with a completely different kind of setting. This one is less about the house and more about what surrounds it. Set on nearly 3 acres near Fork Lake, this property stands out for its fully fenced yard, mature trees, and a private pond that adds a very strong outdoor appeal. The home is a 1,320 square foot mobile with the 12 by 30 addition, sitting on a concrete basement and equipped with a forced air system and well water setup. You also get a detached garage, greenhouse, shed, and a usable chicken coop, giving it a more functional and ready-to-use feel. Just minutes from Fork Lake and its beaches, this property offers the balance of privacy and access to nearby essentials, making it a strong option for someone focused on space and outdoor living. Kinda makes you wonder why it seems so perfect, and the cost is perfect as well. Next, we're looking at something with even more land to work with. Located just outside of Manning, this 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom farmhouse sits on a massive 13.5 acres, offering far more space than anything we've seen so far. The home itself is just under 1,000 square feet with a solid structure and a fully concrete basement already in place. What makes this property stand out is how usable it is right from the start. It's fully serviced with power, natural gas, and a dugout water system, giving you a working rural setup without needing to build from scratch. Around the land, there are multiple wooden outbuildings and a detached garage, adding extra space for storage, tools, or small projects. For the price, this one leans heavily into land value, giving you room to shape it into something much bigger over time. And next, we step into something that looks a bit more compact, but comes with its very own special kind of appeal. Set along Mistasini Road, this 1,020 square foot bungalow sits on over 4 acres with direct views of Wabaska Lake. It includes 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, an enclosed carport, a large shed, and a mix of mature maple and cherry trees spread across the property. With open space around the home and lake access nearby, this property offers a calm, nature-focused setting, along with the option to expand by purchasing the neighboring parcel. And if you're enjoying these Alberta finds, make sure you've subscribed, because we're not just showing you cheap listings, we're breaking down what's actually worth it, what's risky, and what most buyers completely overlook, and the next ones only get more surprising. This is one of those listings that packs more space than you would expect for the price. Located at 131 Pine Lane in Conklin, this property offers a 980 square foot bi-level home with a total of 4 bedrooms, 2 on the main level and 2 in the partially finished basement, all sitting on just over 2 acres of land. With the newer build year compared to many properties on this list, this one stands out as a more modern option in the under $100K range, making it a solid choice for someone looking to settle in, invest, or simply have more room to work with without stretching the budget. That's honestly cheaper than what most people spend just getting through a year. Moving on to the Heisler's farmhouse you didn't expect. If you're looking for more space, this one is right for you. This 2,478 square foot bungalow sits on 1.24 acres with 5 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, making it one of the largest homes in this range. Originally used as housing for the Grey Nuns Hospital, it now features an updated open kitchen and living area. The main floor includes 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and laundry, plus a bonus room for storage or workspace. The basement adds a second living area, kitchenette, 2 bedrooms, and another bathroom, giving it flexible multi-use potential. Outside, there's a private deck, detached garage, and multiple heating zones. Now that's the perfect land you always wanted. Now let's dive into a more affordable range. This one is already heavily renovated, sitting on 2.88 acres with a nearly 2,000 square foot bungalow. It comes with 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, but the real value is in the updates done throughout the property. Inside, you've got new flooring, kitchen cabinets, countertops, appliances, paint, trim, plus major system upgrades like a furnace, hot water tank, plumbing, electrical panel, and septic work already completed. That removes a lot of the upfront repair cost most rural homes usually carry. The layout is simple and open, with a functional single-level design and a crawl-space foundation. Outside, the property is fully treed, giving natural privacy along with a deck area for outdoor use. This is one of those listings where the math hits differently because most of the expensive work has already been done up front. Now let's move on to something with a different kind of land scale. This one is a 2004 built 1,520 square foot mobile home with 3 bedrooms and 2 full bathrooms, offering a much more modern and functional setup compared to older rural settings. Inside, you've got an open layout with a spacious kitchen featuring granite countertops, a large island with storage, and newer appliances. The living space flows directly from the kitchen, making the main area feel open and practical for everyday use. What adds extra value here is everything outside the main home. There's a covered veranda-style deck for outdoor use, central air conditioning, plus a 24x14 powered and insulated man cave with heating options along with an additional insulated storage shed. One of the most unique parts of this listing is flexibility. The home can actually be moved off the park and placed on private land, making it an option not just as a residence, but also as a potential relocation setup for acreage living. Next, we move into something that brings us back to raw land potential again. This one is less about the house and more about the land itself. Sitting on 7.5 acres, this former yard site is basically a blank setup waiting to be rebuilt from scratch. Right now, there's no active services on site, but everything is available at the property line, which means the real work starts before you even think about moving in. What you're really paying for here is the mature treed yard, the space, and the potential for completely shaping it into a new acreage from the ground up. A few older outbuildings are already on site, but they'll need attention if you plan on reusing them. At $130,000, it looks like a simple entry point into acreage living. But this is exactly the kind of property where the affordable part depends entirely on how much work you're willing to take on. This final one actually stands out a bit from the rest. It's listed under the Alberta Farmhouse theme, but the address shows Alberta, Virginia, which already makes it feel slightly different from the Canadian rural listings we've been going through. Either way, the property itself is a small 864 square foot single-story home sitting on just under 1 acre of land. It includes 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, built back in 1970, and is currently listed at $78,000. With open land, lake access nearby, and plenty of space for storage or expansion, this one feels more like a private rural base than a standard residential home. And that wraps up the final property on this list. So which one of these would you actually consider living in?